In the golden hush of morning light, Spain's cottage interiors wake with poetic elegance. Arched doorways whisper stories of past centuries, while earthen walls glow in warmth that feels eternal. At ATEDECOR, we welcome you to discover this world. A story told through terracotta tones and timeless textures. Don't forget to subscribe for more design stories that wake your senses. Through the play of sun and shadow, life unfolds gently across handcrafted tiles and rustic beams, revealing the beauty of imperfection. Here, every chipped edge, every faded paint stroke, carries a memory, a silent testament to the art of living beautifully. As we wander through this Spanish cottage revival, prepare to feel every corner breathe comfort and soul. Like the homes themselves, this episode invites reflection and warmth, a cinematic journey into design that's both nostalgic and alive. Like, comment, and share your favorite detail below. Your story might inspire the next chapter. Every Spanish cottage begins with a heartbeat of curves, soft arches that stand like gentle brushstrokes of history. They cradle light, frame moments, and connect past to present with poetic precision. The symmetry feels effortless, yet deeply human, revealing the craftsmanship that shapes beauty into structure. When sunlight moves through these arches, walls come alive with shifting tones, ochres, creams, and shades of quiet terracotta. Each vault and doorway leads the eye into intimacy, a visual rhythm that breathes with warmth and grace. The very air feels sculpted by design. Here, architecture becomes memory. You feel the hand of the artisan in every curve, every stone, every imperfect line that somehow feels just right. These arches don't simply hold space, they hold feeling. They invite you to linger, slow down, and see beauty not as ornament but as essence. Beneath your feet, terracotta carries the language of the earth, soft reds, burnt clay, and sun-warmed tones that ground every room in timeless comfort. When the afternoon light spills across these tiles, it feels like the house exhales, releasing a golden calm that belongs only to Spanish cottages. Each tile bears its history, some glazed, some worn, some perfectly uneven. Those subtle imperfections form the heartbeat of authenticity. Together, they whisper of ancient kilns, artisans' hands, and the patience required to craft beauty that feels lived in and loved. In this balance between warmth and imperfection lies the soul of Spanish design, the art of blending earth with elegance. It's not about grand gestures, but about tones that calm, textures that speak, and a palette that seems to hum quietly beneath your every step. As the sun drifts across stucco walls, it paints the room in layers of calm gold. Each beam moves slowly, touching vintage trinkets and carved woods with reverence. The daylight here feels alive, breathing warmth into cold corners, turning stillness into poetry. Spanish cottages are sanctuaries of light, not the bright glare of midday, but a soft, honeyed glow that deepens through the hours. It's this light that makes terracotta shimmer and linen curtains sway, transforming walls into living canvases. The way sunlight filters through arched windows reminds us that beauty is never loud. It's quiet, unhurried, and deeply human. In that golden stillness, we feel something eternal, the light of comfort, the warmth of belonging, the soul of home. In Spanish cottages, texture tells the story before words ever can. Rough plaster walls meet smooth ceramic tiles, and aged wooden beams carry the scent of centuries. Together, they form a tactile symphony, a dance between refinement and raw authenticity that defines this timeless aesthetic. Run your hand across a carved chair or the cool grain of terracotta. Each surface speaks softly of human touch, hands that shaped, polished, and endured. It's in those textures that memory rests, giving every space a soulful presence you can feel, not just see. Traditional Spanish interiors embrace contrast, coarse and polished, sun-baked and silken, raw and refined. The imperfections aren't flaws, they're fingerprints of beauty. Through them, you sense a connection to craft, to earth, to the patience that transforms materials into meaning. Color in a Spanish cottage doesn't shout, it sighs softly like sunset over terracotta hills. Ochre, clay, and muted white breathe harmony into every room. Together they form a palette that comforts the heart, warm, grounded, and deeply human. These are tones born of the natural world, the dusty red of earth, the faded gold of sun, and the creamy calm of plaster kissed by time. When paired with deep wood tones and antique metals, they weave serenity that wraps around you like a familiar embrace. In this timeless balance of warmth and light, color becomes emotion. It doesn't decorate a space, it defines its soul. In every hue there's a sense of belonging, a quiet reminder that home is not a place of perfection, but of peace. Spanish cottages find their heartbeat in two timeless elements: wood and iron. The carved doors, wrought iron rails, and weathered beams speak of craftsmanship rooted in endurance. Their strength is softened by time, their presence both grounding and poetic. Wood carries warmth. Its grain tells stories of candlelight dinners and quiet mornings. Iron, cool yet graceful, provides structure and soul. Together they form a dialogue, a marriage of materials that embody boldness wrapped in tenderness. In every hinge, handle, and hand-carved edge lies the beauty of human touch. No perfection, only patience. These elements aren't just decor. They're anchors of memory, sculpting an interior that feels as alive as it looks. In Spanish cottages, beauty hides in plain sight. In the hand-carved wooden edges of a table, in a ceramic bowl shaped imperfectly yet perfectly alive. Each detail reflects devotion, a celebration of craftsmanship that places heart over haste. These handmade touches transform the home from a space into a story. You can almost feel the artisan's rhythm, the slow turn of clay, the soft scrape of wood, the patient pause before a final stroke. Each mark carries intention and intimacy. It is this human fingerprint, this refusal of mass perfection, that gives Spanish interiors their soul. They remind us that artistry need not shout, it simply needs to exist, quietly whispering through the objects we live with every day. Step into the courtyard, the beating heart of every Spanish cottage. Here, sunlight dances across patterned tiles, the sound of water trickles softly, and terracotta blooms cradle warmth like an old friend. It's a retreat, both intimate and infinite. The scent of citrus trees lingers in the air, mingling with earthy stone and cool shadow. Time slows here. You feel life breathe between walls kissed by ivy, where morning coffee feels like ceremony and silence becomes melody. It's in this open embrace of sky and structure that Spanish design reveals its truest essence, the harmony of nature and architecture, balance and belonging. The courtyard isn't an addition. It is the soul itself, quietly holding everything together. The furniture within a Spanish cottage feels less like decor and more like heirloom conversation. Each piece, whether a centuries-old bench or a wrought-iron chair, carries the patina of history, the softness of where tells stories of meals shared and generations remembered. Dark woods and hand-turned details define the soul of these interiors. You can sense the weight, the substance, crafted not to impress but to last. Their scale grounds the room, giving each space gravity, composure, and quiet grace. Timeless Spanish furniture speaks through simplicity and proportion. It doesn't crave attention, it earns it by enduring. Within every polished curve and weathered seam lies harmony, proof that true beauty matures, never fades. In every Spanish cottage, space breathes. Rooms unfold not through grandeur but through gentle rhythm. One arch leading to another, light drifting seamlessly between warmth and shadow. It feels orchestrated, yet profoundly natural, like the pause between musical notes. Open interiors give way to cozy nooks, creating movement that nurtures both connection and solitude. The design speaks softly, reminding us that true luxury lies not in size, but in flow, in how effortlessly a home welcomes you in. This harmony of space invites presence. Every turn reveals balance, structure and softness, air and intimacy. It's a dance between form and feeling, proving that good design doesn't just look beautiful, it lives beautifully. In the end, the secret ingredient behind every Spanish cottage is not a material, a tile, or even a color. It's soul, a quiet devotion to living beautifully, to letting imperfection breathe, to honoring the warmth that time creates. Each wall, beam, and arch carries that same essence, the feeling of something crafted with care, layered with love, and refined by generations. It's a reminder that true design doesn't simply decorate life, it deepens it. So as you bring Spanish charm into your own home, remember, it begins with heart. Thank you for joining us at ATEDECOR in celebrating timeless beauty. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more cinematic journeys into the art of living well.